Hello and welcome to another Glenn Maney Talks Chelsea, and today it was Banter Club Arsenal nil, Chelsea 2. Could have been a lot more. They could have scored a couple, but generally Chelsea 65% possession pretty well sums up the game. And I'd just like to say I watched one of these ESPN sort of fan podcasts yesterday when Arsenal fan, I think he was called Specky or something like that. He should have gone to Specsavers. I'm telling you, he reckons Lukaku would be better in a mixed midfield, asked the best team out of Arsenal and Chelsea, than N'Golo Kante. So I'm sorry, Specky, but seriously, get yourself to Specsavers because after you said that, I watched Lukongo today, and he's half decent. He's a young lad. He's gonna probably get better, but whether he ever gets up to the Golos levels, I would say is very, very debatable. So yeah, and the other thing is, before I start, I've got an apology to make. I said 2 weeks ago that I wasn't over impressed with signing Romelu Lukaku. Some of you took me to task, and I have to say, I tip my hat to you. You were right, I was wrong. But Glenn, you're saying that after one appearance. Yeah, I am. And I hadn't seen a lot of him at Inter Milan. He shed what looks like probably a stone and a half since his Man United days. His ball control has improved unrecognisably, in my opinion. And it just goes to show you that Conte does improve players. Yeah, he's fickle. Yeah, he's a bit of a pain in the neck if he don't get his own way. But he does actually improve players, and he's improved Romelu. I didn't recognise him today. The biggest sort of thing I can say is it was like watching Drogs at times, and that's some accolade. So yeah, we've not got another Drogba, we've got the first Romelu Lukaku. He was outstanding today, absolutely outstanding. So yeah, the team, I'll go through it. We had Mendy in goal, we had Reece James at right wing back, Alonso at left wing back. In the middle, we had Aspie on the right, we had Christensen in the middle, and Rudiger on the left. In midfield, we had Cover and Jorginho behind Mount, and then we had Lukaku and Havertz in front of him. So yeah, I was impressed when I saw the lineup, because I wondered, I thought it'd be a touch and go between Havertz and Werner, but Havertz today, it was like he is a Rolls Royce of footballers, isn't he? I mean, two of the touches, a pass which led to the first goal, and then a little bit of trickery that led to the second goal. It just looked like he had nowhere to go, and still got the ball forward. I think he put it through the guy's legs. So yeah, right. Anyway, I digress. Well, it'll be a short one today because, to be honest, Chelsea looked like they always had another couple of gears to go to. Arsenal perhaps should have scored that holding header, but they're in a real mess. They are. They don't look. They don't look really organised. No one seems to know. There's a lot of endeavour. There was a lot of effort there today. I don't think the fans could say they didn't try. That Xhaka's just. I don't know what he is. Just runs around fouling people, doesn't he? I feel sorry for Saka. And I felt sorry for Tierney. Tierney was a danger, particularly in that first half. I rate him very highly. It's a toss up between him and Chilwell and Robertson for me for the best all-round left back, because, as I say, Chile, I think, is probably the best defender out of them three. But going forward, Tierney and Robertson have got the edge. I do like Tierney though, and he was a pain in the neck. I was glad to see him go off. Why did Arteta take him off unless it's fitness? So yeah, that was a team. 65% possession. I just thought we looked in control for most of that game and looked like we always had two more gears to go up. Arsenal are a right mess. They're not going to go down like some people are saying. They had their dangerous minutes, but generally, because our defence, Rudy, well, all of them, because they were proper on the ball and up for it. The whole team looked like that. You lose the ball, they're straight back on it. It's lovely watching Chelsea at the minute. So yeah, right, Mendy. One decent save when he tipped it over. Good distribution. What did he do? He done one thing wrong that I didn't like, but I can't remember what it. I'm picking at straws, and Mendy's going to get an 8 from me, 8 out of 10. Just generally good. He's really surprised a lot of people I know, and he just seems to grow in confidence. Always, my heart's always in my mouth when he's got the ball at his feet, and he don't panic at all, does he? I think I'd like to see a bit of panic. I think that's what I'm lacking. I think that's what Mendy's lacking, a bit of panic, because I'm panicking watching him, and it just seems water off a duck's back. No, in the air he was good. Good save on the ground. Come out and I'll tell you what I did like that first half when the long ball went forward, but Mendy was on it. He was straight out of his box, probably 25 yards out of the box, and cleared it. Proper decent game. So 8. Reece. Well, what can I say? Took his goal brilliantly. Took it like a forward. Good going forward. Great ball in for the first goal for Lukaku. Just real good all round game. Defensively, he got caught out a couple of times, but the boy hasn't been playing. So I think last year we saw him defensively come on leaps and bounds, and I've got no worries about Reece James. If he gets a run in the side, that defensive side of his game will come back. I'm going to give Reece an 8. I'm going to give Reece an 8. Scored a goal. Yeah, he did get caught out of position a couple of times, but do you know what? Score, an assist, and a couple of good defensive blocks as well. So yeah, Tierney's a hard guy to mark. So yeah, he gets an 8. Right in the middle, Aspie I thought was superb today. He's getting an 8.5. Some of the tackles he put in, the general organisation at the back there. Yeah, he gets an 8.5. One great block I can remember where he got across in front of the young lad. I can't remember what his double-barreled name. But Aspie got across there. Christensen looked so assured. He got caught out once out of position, and I think it was Aspie that actually covered for him. But once in a whole game, Christensen's getting a 7.5 from me. Rudiger's getting an 8. In the air, he was immense. He does run forward with a ball, not quite so much today. He was more. They were more regimented at the back there, but yeah, he most improved defender we've got. He's back to what he was like when we first signed him. And I say, I was one of those critical of him under Lampard. I wanted him out of the club, but another. No, I've not got a good record, have I? I'm getting a worse and worse record. It's me not over impressed with the signing of Lukaku, and there's me wanting Rudiger out of the club. Alonso, yeah, he did okay today. Got caught out a few times, down out of position. was okay going forward. Not his best game. I'm surprised Chilwell didn't play today, but he was okay, and he gets a 7.5 from me. In midfield, Cover I thought had a good game. He has got this tendency occasionally to give the ball away deep in our half, but yeah, he's always an outlet. He's not scared to get on the ball. If you're in tight situations, you can rely on him. I'm gonna give Cover an 8, and I'm gonna give Jorginho an 8. Bordering on 8.5. Jorginho. I thought he had a good game today. Not the greatest defensive midfielder in the world, but then again he hasn't got to be. But you know what? He put a shift in and he got behind the ball every time he lost it, and did make a couple of decent tackles and a couple of really good forward balls today as well. Right, young Mason Mount. So much of what he does goes unnoticed. His running off the ball, his defensive work. It was just the same again today. And Mason gets an 8.5, probably being a bit rough on him. Perhaps it deserves a 9. He was everywhere again. Does so much work off the ball. So much work off the ball. Always makes himself available. Just a really good all-round footballer. And we've got Havertz, Kai Havertz, the Rolls Royce of the midfield, or supporting attacker. He again, I won't go over it again, but a couple of bits of play today. I was shaking my head, thinking that's just marvellous. Tends to drift in and out of the game, but drifts in at really vital moments. Always a danger on the edge of that box, but always looking to play it. He had a shot, brought a save out the goalkeeper, played part in both the goals, and just a generally good all-round game. Kai Havertz gets an 8.5 from me today. That could easily be a 9 as well. So the big man, Romelu Lukaku, he scored his goal. His header that Leno saved, tipped onto the bar. That was a great save, simple as that. Always a danger. Always made himself available to take the ball, shield it and start something off. Shields the ball, spins. It was just a great exhibition of centre forward play. Them Muppets at the back there, he just had them all over the place. Just general physical strength, speed, intelligent play. Perhaps could have had a couple more goals on another day. But a really good example of centre forward hold up play. So Romelu Lukaku, I am going to give you 9.5. If that header had gone in, it would have been 10. Excellent signing, improved beyond belief, and shoved it right up me. I won't walk for a week after that one. So yeah, really chuffed with the game. It's enjoyable watching Chelsea at the moment, and I think Romelu, if he stays fit, he could make the difference, and we might well push him very, 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 very close for that Premiership. We could win it. I'm saying that after the second game of the season. We played Crystal Palace, who they're relegation fodder, and we played Arsenal, who are the weakest Arsenal side I've seen probably in my lifetime. I even think, they had a little dip, didn't they, after the 71 FA Cup win. The old Charlie George years had a little bit of a dip, but no, it's the worst Worst Arsenal side I can think of in my lifetime. Let me know if you can think of worse Arsenal sides. I've maybe missed, but I just they just look, they trying, but they just look disorganised. Anyway, who's worried about Arsenal? No one, apart from Arsenal fans. Be worried, be very worried. Specky, you'll be all right. You'll think the whole Arsenal team would get in the Chelsea team, so probably better off not going to Specsavers. Probably better off just just looking through the glasses you're wearing. They're definitely rose tinted. That is a fact. And that's it really. Oh, I'll tell you what. I wonder what the coach at Arsenal says to the player after Arteta, who just spent 5 minutes with a substitute, telling him what to do, and the coach goes over, grabs hold of him, and does that. I'm thinking to myself, what's he saying? Yeah, do what he said. Or with Arteta, he's probably saying, don't do what he said. Don't do what he said. Whatever he said, do exactly the opposite. You'll be fine. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've got to say. Another fine win, and a great debut for Romelu Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku. Right. On that note, you can tell I've had a glass of wine, can't you? I'll leave it with you. Thanks for watching, and let me know your thoughts on the game, and let me know your thoughts on Big Rom. Okay. Thanks for watching. Up to Chelsea.